Have you ever wondered what could pull two of the most famously feuding brothers in music back together after a decade and a half apart? Well, buckle up because we've got some major news coming your way. Oasis is back. After a 15-year hiatus that was, let's just say, more dramatic than an episode of Real Housewives, the legendary Britpop band is reuniting for a world tour. The stars have aligned. The great wait is over. Come see. It will not be televised. The Gallagher brothers wrote on Oasis's Instagram.
With an astrological vibe.
Well, I think it was from the kids more than the crowd. Bunch of cunts. So buy a fucking t-shirt and a poster on the way out, you fucker.
But hold your applause for just a second, because this reunion might be more about personal drama than musical magic. Today, we're diving deep into the tumultuous marriages of the Gallagher brothers and how their personal lives have been as chaotic as their music. Trust me, this is one juicy ride you don't want to miss.
Listen to it once to check Liam's got the phrase in for the entire song that he's only just heard the once.
First, let's rewind the clock to the first serious incident that occurred in September 1994. Oasis had only existed for 3 years and released their debut album, which became #1 in Britain.
Wanker, you look like a bad dick. Bring it! Come on then. Pull your cameras away now. You don't need it. I'll have you knobhead. No, so you look like a dickhead.
And during a tour of the USA, Liam, not being in a very adequate state, began to insult the group and threw a tambourine at his brother. Noel was offended, and without telling anyone, flew to San Francisco. There he met newlyweds who persuaded him to return to the group. In May 2000, when drummer Alan White injured his arm and a major concert in Spain was cancelled, the musicians went on a drinking binge.
We're meant to meet all the time. It's like our record, though. He's doing a cover next week with him.
It's all good crack to me. I don't give a fuck one way or the other.
I sell your records, but I do.
Noel told his brother that his daughter Anais was not his. Liam responded to the provocation with a knockout, and once again left the band. The group's European tour continued without him, although 2 months later, the talented guitarist returned, and Oasis played a legendary concert at Wembley Stadium in front of a crowd of 60,000 fans. Fast forward to the last time Oasis graced the stage together. It was 2009, and tensions between Liam and Noel Gallagher were at an all-time high. The infamous feud, which spawned everything from musical differences to Liam's outspoken nature, led to the band's breakup, leaving fans devastated and the music world buzzing with speculation. But now, the unthinkable has happened. Oasis is reuniting. So, what's changed? Why are the Gallaghers putting their egos aside and hitting the road again? Well, folks, let's dive into the personal lives of the brothers to find out.
After days of playing cat and mouse with the press, eager to discover any detail of their forthcoming marriage, Liam and Patsy finally called it off.
Let's start with Liam Gallagher, the rock star who's had as many headline-grabbing marriages as he's had chart-topping hits. Liam's first marriage to Patsy Kensit was the stuff of tabloid legend. Their whirlwind romance ended in a messy divorce, with plenty of public spats and accusations flying around.
Understand, these wars get built up over nothing. And when you're with somebody 24/7, I mean, they were together a lot longer, obviously, than my sister and I. Not as being siblings, but as in a band.
Then came his marriage to Nicole Appleton, another high-profile relationship that didn't end well. Their split was equally dramatic, involving allegations of infidelity and a media frenzy that kept everyone on edge.
It was a big year for you last year. You picked up Best Band, which I guess is quite important. Who do you think is going to be winning that one this year?
I hope the Manics win. I hope the Manics win it, really.
Meanwhile, Noel Gallagher, the quieter but no less complicated half of the Gallagher duo, has his own share of marital drama. Noel's marriage to Meg Matthews was a roller coaster of its own, with rumors of infidelity and financial disputes. But the real scandal came with his second marriage to Sarah McDonald. Despite seeming more stable, their relationship has seen its share of turbulence, with public arguments and Noel's notorious comments adding fuel into the fire. So, how have these personal dramas shaped the band? During their marriage, McDonald and Liam Gallagher had a contentious relationship, which often exacerbated the brothers' already strained dynamics. Their conflicts, including public insults and social media spats, were reportedly intensified by McDonald's involvement. With Noel's divorce finalizing in January 2023, it seems that the removal of this external tension has allowed the brothers to address their issues more directly and reconcile. This newfound closeness has paved the way for Oasis's upcoming reunion, highlighting how personal upheavals can sometimes prompt long-awaited resolutions and renewed collaborations. Jumping to today, and the Gallagher brothers seem to have put aside their differences for this big reunion. But here's the million-dollar question. Will their personal lives continue to overshadow their music? Liam's current relationship status is up in the air. New day, new drama, and Oasis is quenching our thirst for it. But not with any rock and roll reunion. Oh no. It's more like a reunion where the ticket prices rock your wallet and roll away your savings.
Well, yeah, it is nice to be back making music for sure.
How much would you be willing to pay resale?
I don't think I'd go any more than sort of 400.
300-400 quid.
My body.
Too much. Way too much.
Oasis fans spent this weekend not in wonder walls, but in frustratingly long virtual queues, desperately trying to snag tickets to the band's long-awaited reunion tour.
But some waited hours attempting to buy a ticket from sites like Ticketmaster, Gigs, and Tours, only to receive an error message, while many others waited in lengthy online queues. They either got kicked off from the booking site or told tickets were sold out.
And guess what? When they finally reached the front, they discovered the price tag had jumped faster than a Gallagher brothers feud.
How quickly did the tour sell out?
I think it was about, maybe in about an hour or something.
Yeah.
Really?
The shows were originally advertised at a steep, but still somewhat digestible £148.50.
I'm going to try and get tickets on Saturday, but whether we get one, different matter. But we'll be up early, won't we? Trying to get tickets.
But by the time fans fought their way to the front of the queue, the basic standing tickets were mysteriously in demand, now skyrocketing to a whopping £355.20. That's unbelievable, right?
Got to the front of the queue, and it let me in. I was like, whoa, here we go. And then there was this in-demand ticket pricing. All right, so they announced that the tickets were going to be 150 quid, and even that's a lot of money. But in-demand ticket pricing went up to 355 quid. That is disgusting.
So, who's the real culprit here? It's dynamic pricing, a modern twist that feels like a bait and switch. You think you're getting a ticket for one price, but by the time you make it to the checkout, that ticket's price has suddenly skyrocketed. Airlines and hotels have been pulling this trick for ages. When demand spikes, so do the prices. But when it comes to live music, it feels like a real slap in the face.
Answer I was saying was a couple of years ago was that if it's an in-demand gig, then the tickets are therefore they become as high on Ticketmaster as they are on the secondary sites, and therefore if they think that price is out touts, and that's their argument.
And as if things weren't already bad enough, it got messier when some fans turned around and listed their newly purchased tickets for over £6,000. That's around 40 times the original price. £6,000 for a standing ticket? Unless Noel and Liam are throwing in a private backstage party with that, it's pretty outrageous.
You keep all the money, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oasis quickly stepped in and issued a warning against these resales, saying any tickets sold at inflated prices on unofficial sites could be canceled. So, even if you bought a legitimate ticket, if it's resold illegally, you could end up with a worthless piece of paper.
They're hard work. They are hard work. It's hard work. To do what we did is hard work, you know.
Consumer law expert Lisa Webb strongly advised fans against buying these overpriced resale tickets, pointing out not just the risk of scams, but also the risk of the tickets being canceled if sold outside official platforms. Adam Webb from Fanfare Alliance, which campaigns against ticket touting, took it further, calling for government action. Sir Keir Starmer even hinted that if Labour comes into power, they'd look into capping resale prices to stop the madness. He argued that access to culture shouldn't be controlled by ruthless ticket touts who drive up the prices.
Now, in their manifesto, Labour had pledged to bring in greater protections to protect people against being ripped off by touts. And the Culture Secretary, Lisa Nandy, has now said that surge pricing will be included in a government review.
And honestly, it's hard to disagree with that. Getting fair access to see your favorite band shouldn't feel like winning a lottery. period.
We don't set the prices. This is down to the band's managers, their promoters, and they've defended dynamic pricing. They say it discourages ticket touts.
And Noel's marriage has seen its fair share of ups and downs. How will their personal dramas affect this tour? Will it be smooth sailing? Or are we in for more behind-the-scenes fireworks?
Me and him are like telepathic, you know what I mean?
I know my brother better than anybody else.
When both come together, you have greatness.
As we eagerly await more details about the reunion tour, one thing is clear: the excitement is palpable, but so is the potential for more drama. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, but will the Gallagher's past come back to haunt them? Or is this the start of a new, less chaotic chapter for Oasis? A chapter music fans from all over the world have been waiting for. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Will the reunion last? Or is this just another chapter in the saga of Gallagher family drama? See you in the next video, where the rumors are always fresh and the juice is always juicy.